Hi everybody! Now that everyone has moved into the digital space, you might be thinking that this is the perfect time to open an online business. So while that may be true, there are some really important things to consider even before you start to maximize your chance of success in that area. If you're new here, my name is Liz and I love to talk about how you can use tools like video marketing, public speaking, and social media to build and grow the business of your dreams. Don't forget to click like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing that you should do is determine your target market and stick to it. Avoid losing your ideal client by having any type of foggy messaging, which is a classic mistake that many people make when they are starting an online business. You should be able to really identify yourself. What are the products or services? Pick one or two things that you are really good at and put that out as your main offering and be very clear about who your target market is. It's really hard in an online world to sell everything to everybody because the internet is such a noisy space. So be clear. Who is the market that you are looking for? What age group do they fall into? What type of things is it that they like to buy and activities that they like to engage in? And then develop your brand exactly to be able to speak to that particular group of people. That way, when that audience is scrolling through the internet, they will really resonate with your messaging and you will become the place that they give their business to. Now, my second tip is to always strive to create an attractive and memorable brand. Sometimes online business owners have a tendency to think that if they just put their offer out there, that the customers will magically come, which they won't. So unless we intentionally try to push our brand name in front of our intended audience, it'll be really hard for them to be able to resonate with our message in a crowded internet space. If you have physical products, that means you should strive to have the most beautiful, professional looking photos of your products that you can possibly have. If you are a service-based product, then I recommend always that you get on video and create a personal connection with your prospective clients. This is really the only way to stamp your brand in front of people when they are scrolling on the internet. The colors of your brand, the messaging, the words that you use, all the images that you use, all of this comes together as a cohesive brand so that it stays front of mind for anyone who is scrolling and looking for your service. My third tip is to always have a strong digital presence and be working on that every day. Now, this includes having a mobile responsive website. Analytics for Everyone will show you that almost 90% of your customers will come and find your products and services on the internet using their mobile device. So if you create any type of social media content or website content, that has to be mobile friendly, and you should strive to have a great looking website that's clear and shows people what your current offerings are. Sometimes I hear people saying, oh, you can start an online business even without a website. But that's almost like having a catering company without having a stove. Of course it's possible, but it's not going to get you very far. So work on building this type of stuff right at the beginning so that that will stamp your digital presence, and then you can build your online business using that as a great foundation. Now, my fourth tip for building a great online business is to practice consistency. So what do I mean by this? You can do this primarily in three ways. The first would be to consistently post to social media as well as to your website. That means engaging in active content marketing. There's no way that you should go 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month without posting any content anywhere, because you will absolutely fall off the radar of your prospective clients. The second way would be to engage yourself as a business owner and show up online. Try to use video marketing and engage with your customers, because in the end, people buy from people. So even if yours is an online business and your customers cannot come in and meet you anywhere, they still want to know who you are as a business owner. They want to know how you got into this line of work, what is your reason for it, and who you are as a person so that they can align with your values too. So use video marketing the right way and try to build this connection with your customers. Thirdly, make sure that you are consistently offering your product or your service or releasing new products. I can't tell you the number of times that I've seen online businesses never talk about what they sell. They just assume that people will read through their entire Instagram account and just magically understand this stuff. You have to be regularly talking about your products and what is new and what you are developing for your audience so that you can consistently be putting your brand in front of them. Now, my fifth tip is to invest in tools that drive automation. Sometimes solopreneurs have a habit of thinking small and trying to deal with one client at a time while they're just getting on their feet. However, what would happen if your product actually gained some traction and 100 people wanted to all of a sudden buy your offering? Would you be able to seamlessly offer that to everybody in a foolproof manner each time? So the beauty of an online business is that your customers can purchase your product anytime, anywhere. And you as a business owner can sell your product anytime, anywhere, including when you're sleeping. So that means you need to have the right tools working in the background so that your customers can find your product online, review the full offering, actually purchase it and make that payment and receive it at the other end. So in order to make that a seamless process from start to finish, you would need to invest in some tools that actually do that work for you so that you as a solopreneur are not tied to those activities every single time. Now, my sixth tip to build a great online business is always to know your costs. Contrary to popular belief, starting an online business does also cost money, because if you're completely in an online space, then of course your tech has to work well. It's the driving factor behind your customer being able to find and purchase your product, and then you being at the receiving end of that. So you do need to invest some money right up front to make sure that you build the best into your tech system. That can mean the difference between trying to do it yourself or outsourcing it. So of course, you're always keeping in mind which of these two decisions would help you to grow the fastest and the most effective way. You don't want to be in a situation where you are growing so slowly because you've decided not to invest in tech tools. So know what your overall costs would be and ask yourself really clearly, how much am I spending in order to get one new lead? And how much am I spending in order to get one new sale? And then adjust all of your processes as you are going through and building in the first 6 months or so that you can minimize your costs and maximize your profits. Now, my last tip for today is to always keep an eye on your competitors. And that's for two main reasons. One is so that you can really make your product and service the best that you could possibly make it. You should always be striving so that you have the best possible product to give your intended target audience. And that would mean that you need to keep an eye on what the other key players in your niche are doing and what they are offering. Secondly, the one danger about the online world and digital products in particular is that very often products can be copied and sometimes even stolen, which is an awful thing. So unless you are keeping an eye on your competitors, it's really hard to make sure that your content, your marketing, your branding, your products have not been stolen or copied by other people that are in the space. That's always important to keep an eye on, and it's also something that's really relevant and prevalent in the online world. So there you have it, my top 7 tips for starting an online business and maximizing your chance for success. If you like this one, don't forget to give it a like and to share it with one of your friends who's thinking of starting their own online business. And you can subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any of my future videos. If using social media to market your new business is of interest to you, make sure that you click the link in the description below so that I can send you a free resource to get going on that right away. So until next time, take care.